Hey, beautiful souls. I have been getting emails for the last few months from writers and aspiring writers revolving around the subject of AI, also known as artificial intelligence. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to do a video and I'm going to answer the main question that I've been getting, which is, should I be concerned about AI? And it's a great question if you're already in your writing career or if you're thinking about starting it and you're just feeling a little fearful or on the fence, whether it be blog posts, a series of articles, or even publishing a book. I have some tidbits that I hope will help you ease your mind around whether or not AI is a good tool. So, I don't really talk about this very often in my manifesting work and the publisher, but I'm from Austin, Texas, and that is a very big city for computer work. And my grandpa, who is in his 90s, he's still alive. My grandpa worked for IBM to help develop the computer as it is today. And Michael Dell was a neighbor. And this was like back in the day when, you know, computers were, they weren't quite in the households for everyone yet, but I'm 41, so um, yeah, I was introduced to computers as a child, but this was like before Dell got really huge and IBM, which IBM makes the Lenovo products now for personal use, but IBM is still used a lot for businesses to this day. Long story short, I know a lot about computers and I want to just answer this question from a writer's standpoint with the knowledge that I have about AI and how computer programs operate. So it's not going to be anything complicated. This is going to be a short video, and I'm going to basically tell you that AI, in my opinion, is a great tool, but use it with caution because it can also be a high risk. So I say yes, worry a little bit, but don't worry so much that it hinders you from doing your work. The reason why I say this is because AI is a great tool for social media posting. So when you post on social media, even if you write a short email to your listserv, you're not going to want something that's long and drawn out, right? Because we got to capture the attention and hold it. So AI is a great tool for being succinct and for making sure that in your short couple of sentences that you get to the point, but also pack that punch that you need in order to get someone to move and take action. So for social media and your listserv with emails, I think it's a great tool. Now, for writing a series of articles or blogs or even publishing a book, specifically self-publishing a book, this is where I say use it with caution. And no, I'm not here to tell you, no, you must, use a publisher and you must, that's the only way you can achieve your dreams. No, I'm basically saying you can use AI if you want to, but use it with caution for this reason. Because one, do you remember when you were in school and you had to write a paper or an essay around, we'll say Shakespeare, or I don't know, whatever the literature novel was, and the teacher would take your words and run it through a machine system, like a computer system basically, to pull up whether or not you were plagiarizing with the words that you typed up. Do you remember this? If you're younger, I know you do. If you're older and this was after you were in school, that's how teachers, whether it be in grade school or college, that's how they're able to pick up whether someone is plagiarizing. A computer artificial intelligence that is literally running through the words you type up and is spitting out a report on whether or not you plagiarize. So if you use artificial intelligence as a writer outside of school or even in your job, you want to make sure that you use it with caution because, one, there's only so many software systems that have AI to help you with your editing. Grammarly is a very popular one, but there's other ones as well. So one, there's not a vast majority of companies that you can choose from for the artificial intelligence to generate words for you. There are 8 billion people on this planet, so the chances of it, and I could probably do a mathematical equation to tell you what the ratio and statistics are of the likelihood that what it generates for your work will also generate for someone else. I could do that. I'm not going to waste your time, but my point is if you're self-publishing a book or you're posting a blog post or you're writing a series of articles, it's still publishing. And so it can be a higher risk for being pointed out as plagiarism if the computer software generates either the same or very similar content in words that you decide to use for publishing the blog, the articles, or self-publishing your book. Now, I believe Amazon, if you self-publish, I believe Amazon has a little checkbox, I think, while you're in the process where you have to answer, yes, this book was, used with AI, or no, it was not. That's more CYA for Amazon because you're self-publishing. CYA cover your, but yeah, so that's why I say AI can be a great tool. But as far as like really and truly publishing your work and getting your content out there, stick to the tried and true of the human brain because computers do not have a this and that mentality. Computers are written in code, very black and white. They think in terms of this or that. So it's not going to emote like the human brain does. And therefore, while it can make your writing look very crisp, it can also hinder you in terms of connecting with your reader. And so that's why I say use AI with caution. My publisher, I have an editor. She's a human being. I've used her for almost 10 years. She's a #1 editor. She's amazing. She's amazing at her job, and she is a human being who knows how to emote and how to connect with the readership that your demographics are. So that is how I feel about artificial intelligence.